Yay. I'll check batteries.
Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge. You sent two people away with your dead battery. There were 7 people watching. Now there are only 5.
What?
Oh, wait, no, we're back to 7. Hi, everyone, and welcome. How is everyone this evening?
There we go. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa,
Woo-hoo.
and hi, Gettysburg, ma'am. I'm glad to see both of you.
I see we have.
Hi, Dime. Good to see you.
The appropriate quote has already been dropped. Jesus, did the room clear out,
Hi,
Bethany?
Mom. Yeah, it's been quite a week since we saw you last. Since we finished it. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I know. It is now.
What are your lights?
We've both been sick. I don't know what happened. Oh, I didn't realize those were for me.
Those are for you.
Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta put on my Christmas lights.
Your
Sorry.
Christmas lights. She's all decked out like a tree. She needs to be lit. Of course, give us a few minutes and she'll get there.
After I saw, hi, Eric and Ben. Woo-hoo. Good to see both of you.
Eric, I listened to your songs. They're pretty cool. Thanks for sending those. Much appreciate.
Yes.
I think you're pretty much spot on in the descriptions of such things. And everybody here watching, have you received our collection of Christmas and holiday tunes? If you have not, drop us in personal your email and I'll get them to you. Several people who are definitely on the list, and I know that they've corresponded and said, "Yep, got it." So it's good. But I don't remember everything. So
weird.
Weird bags.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the hat. Oh, I'm making it worse. Okay, hold on.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right. Just ignore my hair.
No.
Oh yes, Gettysburg Hampton's got the tunage. Yay.
Got tunage. Excellent. I think we did have your email. So I probably just automatically put you on the list. Like, here you go. Ping. Yeah. Because
hi,
I need
Peter. Good to see you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Peter's not. I will be listening to it tomorrow for sure. Yay.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah. So after we saw you last week, Paul was already sick. I got really sick. Seriously. And I had
6 gigs, 5 gigs, 5.5 gigs,
5 gigs.
5 gigs. Count them.
And an audition tape.
Oh yeah,
hi,
that's right.
Julie.
That makes 6,
good to
really.
see you.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah, this week did go by way too fast. Yeah, I am.
Happy Wednesday again. Definitely.
Oh, that was time. I haven't heard it yet. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yes. Actually, I want to make sure you got it.
Okay.
You actually already told me that personally. But
yes.
Eric is talking about he's got that candy cane song. Oh, doesn't that really stick in your craw? Oh man, I really like that artist. He's that's his alias is Casper Baby Pants, and he makes songs for kids, but they're really fun and well done. They're really intelligent songs, and this one is just like 100% like a blast. So. If you don't know what I'm talking about, play the collection. If you don't have that collection, get
Johnny.
me your email, and we go from there.
Hey,
easy enough to do.
Everyone.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah. So after last week, we both got completely sick.
I'm still you can hear that.
He had 4 gigs. I had 5, and I had to do an audition tape. And
we had a gig we had to be there at 8:00
in the morning.
In the morning on Saturday in Manhattan. Now, luckily, this was at the Marriott, the big Marriott there. So it was actually indoors. It was heated, we had a green room. It was kind of cool.
Oh, Lisa, Errol's in his meeting tonight. Okay, well, we miss him, but
we might see him later. I don't know, or this might be another 12-hour marathon with South Korea. You never know.
Oh yeah. Oh, Glendora. Yeah, that's okay. Dime, you'll get to it, whatever. It's well, we're definitely feeling a lot better now. So we're not contagious anymore.
Not contagious.
We're not contagious. So
I'm at that point where it's just an annoying cough that's not even that productive. So we're obviously on the winning side.
Gettysburg Ma'am. So interesting you should mention that.
Interesting but true.
Okay, I'm going to make a drink.
Oh, how about that?
So
that's what she does around here,
Oh, for those of you on Facebook,
so
Gettysburg Ma'am said, did anyone bring the lime jello mold?
Without the cat food garnish? Actually, she says with the cat food garnish.
I know.
Oh, man.
Okay, so.
Did your cat like jello? What?
In the past, we have made a drink called the Aunt Bethany.
Yeah.
I'm calling. Oh, hi, Marcy. Good to see you. I'm calling this Return of Aunt Bethany because it's not. I've tweaked it, so this is not the same drink. It's the sequel, Return of Aunt Bethany.
And you're going to be honest enough to note that this is not exactly what we did before. But
well, no, I changed it deliberately.
You did.
Yes.
Mucked with it.
I mucked with it.
That's how you get another drink. Hello.
Return of Aunt Bethany starts with 1 ounce reposado tequila. Actually, I thought this was a bourbon drink, but it's a anyway.
Tequila brandy drink.
1 ounce.
Oh well.
Reposado tequila. I like this tequila, but it's hard to pour this bottle.
Oh yeah, Camarena. And
especially like the handle size.
The handle size, what's missing in this handle?
A handle.
The handle.
Yes.
And I've noticed that with tequila bottles. We get the really big humidor, it's the same thing.
Okay.
And then Los Altos is this big square bottle
that's
heavy, and you're like, and they're all good brands. I really like all of these brands, and they're pain in the neck to pour.
This has been Kelly's first world problems.
Okay. I know. I'm talking about it's hard to pour my liquor. Bang.
I know.
But yeah, that's first world if I could define it.
1 ounce brandy. Okay, let's get back to. All right, I got this. So let's go back to.
There we go. Oh, grilled cheese and soup. Oh yeah, seriously, I'm telling you.
Today was a grilled cheese and soup day. That sounds great.
It does.
We have no food in our house.
We were actually.
I don't actually know what we're gonna eat.
We actually didn't have any bread this morning, and I was like, "Gee, what are we gonna make for breakfast?" And then I took a look and realized we had mac and cheese, and we had a little bit of this. Sort of a chili left, so I just threw together some eggs, and hey, we had breakfast.
Yeah, because Aunt Bethany
mac and cheese for breakfast.
Won't remember being there the first time. Yeah, exactly.
Bingo. I think you got that right, man.
So a ½ ounce vanilla liqueur. I'm using Giffard. So far this is the Aunt Bethany.
Yeah. So far,
but
here's where things go off the rails.
It up a little.
At least I made homemade chocolate eclairs.
Ooh. ½ ounce passion fruit syrup. Okay, this is gonna be boozy.
Passion fruit liqueur. Sometimes they do that.
Yeah, I think this one turned to alcohol.
Fizzy.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of sugar in there.
Okay, and we're not done, but I'm sticky from
using one of these liqueurs
on me. Okay. Right.
Eric's noting was just that kind of day where he, felt like that kind of food. It was a great rainy day.
Can I proud mom moment? Of course you can.
Yeah, there you go.
Proud mom away.
So you're telling us, Eric, that the skies were charcoal gray?
The sky was charcoal gray. Mm-hmm. All right. ½ ounce of fresh lemon juice.
There we go. Squeezed that just minutes ago myself, so you knew it's fresh.
Okay. And 2 dashes lime bitters.
Mm-hmm. Dime needs about 10 drinks.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Dime. I get it.
Here you go.
This is embarrassing, but I'm just gonna say it. I was so tired yesterday. I was crying on my way to my gig.
I was there.
I did not know how I was going to get through.
I was traveling to that gig with her. I was just like, I know.
I'm like, I am so tired. I do not know how I'm going to literally live.
I was just saying, there.
2 dashes aromatic bitters, and then, but it turned out to be a good gig.
Yeah,
people really liked my work. Doing. So whatever. But
we were, and what were we doing?
We were palm reading.
How about that?
Anyway,
I don't consider myself a hell of a lot of a palm reader, but I'm able to tell people what the lines are supposed to say. And it's funny that the numbers are like, yeah, that's right. Okay. It's good.
Oh, goodies for me. Okay. My daughter finished all her finals with straight A's and made Dean's List. Congratulations. Bang, 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 bang. That's amazing.
I must have a sound effect for that. Yes, I do.
You know what?
Also,
I am going to give myself.
Way to go, kid. That's awesome.
Because it's been a week, I'm going to give myself
sparkle.
Some
sparkle.
Glitter.
Don't forget to give me sparkle. She didn't forget.
Oh, well, not.
She gave her sparkle. Smells good so far.
Okay. shake up the sparkle. All right. Oh, so proud of her. Of course you are.
Awesome. Sounded good.
Do we have any chilled glasses?
You're talking to the professionals here.
I know.
And the simple fact is.
And I'm going to remember to decorate my glasses.
No, we got them.
Aw. There you go. And then I'm not quite done.
But wait, there's more.
Here we go. Like, how does this go?
How does this work again?
All right.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's the most wonderful time of year when I don't have to worry.
Well, we have.
I feel like I don't have to worry now.
For some weeks since end of November, just some wrangling gigs here and there.
It's been. I mean,
side hustle has been like that.
I'm grateful, Bettina, if you're watching. I am grateful for the gigs.
Seriously,
do not get me wrong. I am grateful for the gigs. I am just also freaking tired.
That's nice.
Okay.
That one.
So, Return of Aunt Bethany, but we're not quite done.
But wait, there's more.
I will take that little dish, please.
The little dish, which is right in here. Mm-hmm.
More of a spoon?
The spoons are not there. They're inside in the glass. I think it's the Keen's mug is where they are. Am I right?
Yes,
maybe.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I was. Okay.
Yes.
Sickness kicks your booty. Yes, it does.
I am going to garnish. It's going to sink, but
yeah, it's very true.
To garnish.
Show the folks.
The little
lime jello. It totally did sink.
But look at it.
It's like the cherry at the bottom.
It's green on the bottom. It's like having that can go away. Thank you. All right. So yes, garnish with a little lime jello, which will sink, but whatever.
That's pretty good.
I love Frangelico.
Funny you should mention that because I need a drink too. Aha. I have a shaker. You should have a shaker.
Oh, you tried it.
I did try it. I'll try it again though.
That is so good.
Just want to make sure. Yeah, I think Christy would like this.
Lime jello cat. I know. I was trying to think of what I could put in it to be the cat food.
We have cereal that kind of.
I thought about that, but then I thought it would kind of like float disgustingly on top of.
Yeah, it would not look good. It would not look good.
I want to drink it. You know,
it shouldn't look like.
I don't know about the cat, but I sure am enjoying it.
It's lime.
You all get it. I knew Lewis and Bethany would.
Look, this gang here knows this movie. Some of you know it back and forth. I kind of feel like we could play Mad Libs with this sort of thing, and trivia and etc. Just I went on over to I'm thinking Rocky Horror, just like bang, 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 just name out, throw out the lines, start throwing lime jello. So anyway. Ahimsa. No, let's actually.
This is good. I mean, I have.
I'll take that.
I'm doing self-care.
Yeah,
I got a hair appointment. I've got a manicure appointment. I'm doing the
gigs were piled up fast and furious because it's the season. And then there was like a day where you'd show up to one at 9 a.m., do that till noon, and then they had one at 2 o'clock that was going to like 9 p.m. That's like a 12-hour day. Bang, and it's like 5 minutes between that to pause your head for a second and then reset. And it was a cold day too.
It's a lot of being jolly.
It's a lot of being jolly when you're freezing your tuchus. Now this
item, the last gig went great, Lisa. It really did. It was
really good.
Yeah, believe it or not, because I was like, this is it was yesterday
afternoon, evening. It turned out,
and I was just like, there's no way I'm getting through this. I really thought there's no possible way, and I did.
She did it. It was a good gig because it was corporate. It was
hi, Eric.
It was indoors. It was their corporate party, and they organized it well. In fact, the gal was saying we were doing it differently from last year, and I think they did it very well to the point where people were able to get a slot and weren't waiting around, and they got ratings. And a lot of people were like, "Could you take me?" And I was like, "I'll do you a quick reading." We had a lot of ad hoc stuff. Other people were pretty happy with the whole thing, and they're tarot readers. And there was another floor with food, and there's another floor with drink, and there's another floor with the DJ. The DJ was really loud too.
Eric says, "I need a clone so I can go to the beach and relax." I know.
Bingo.
Okay, I need a clone so I can go somewhere on vacation.
Oh, there they are. There are the nuts. I need. We actually have.
We have Christmas Vacation on right now.
It's on. It's got to be on anyway. So I need to know what the hell's in this Lewis.
Oh yeah, thank you, Gettysburg ma'am. Yeah, I think we have. I think we. I feel good now.
Quarter. There we go.
I'm still coughing a little bit, but I can taste. I couldn't taste anything for a couple of days.
Take the bourbon, please.
And
she was just shot those things. I mean, I know I went through probably the exact same thing. My taste buds didn't go nuts as much as I was just the congestion. It was like the throat was killing me, and then it was in the head, and then it was in the chest, and it's kind of still in the chest. I'm like, this is a week ago. This is like 10 days ago this thing is going on. These things knock me out these days. That's why I'm not that crazy about public transportation these days, but I gotta use it. So here we go.
Well, it sort of felt inevitable to me when I did one job, a Mrs. Claus job, where they were putting babies on our laps and stuff.
Wild turkey.
And they were adorable.
Oh, they're so cute.
They'd sit a baby down on your lap and it would go like, "Achoo!"
Cough, cough.
You're just like, oh, I'm getting this.
Yeah, probably.
And I did.
They're little petri dishes.
And I did.
That's 2 ounces of bourbon. Happen to you using the wild turkey?
When you can't taste anything, it's time for Malort.
And then you'll never taste anything again. Okay, 1/4 ounce of the sweet vermouth. That's about 1/4. And we need 1/4 ounce of the dry vermouth. Oh. This one is called the Uncle Lewis.
Not every day you move into a new house.
Move to a new house. And 1/4 ounce of the dry vermouth, because I figured that Uncle Lewis takes his Manhattan perfect. He's very particular. It's also a pain in the neck. Now, what do we call this one again?
They're not doing the eggnog?
No, not doing the eggnog.
Okay, so the Uncle Lewis.
The Uncle Lewis. So this is basically so far a perfect Manhattan. And what we're going to add to that is the other's Turkish tobacco bitters, because Lewis is very in love with his stogie. I think it's like 4 dashes.
You're not doing anything constructive. Go out to the kitchen, get my stogie.
He doesn't watch it. It will be his last Christmas. Anyway, let me see if I can find a nice large rock. That was a really big one in here.
I do the rock.
Oh, it's stimulating. Okay. And
I'm so happy to be here.
Chicken strain.
Vermouth is also good for a cold.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. Oh, I'm glad you're here, and I'm sorry that you've had a sad day.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I'm very sorry about that.
Well, I'm glad you're having a nice round after such a day, and we didn't have a sad day as much as it's just been a nutty season. It's just been bang, 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 and I think yesterday was like the last of the gigs for the year, as far as I know. Unless we get a call for New Year's.
No, we're going to be here New Year's.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I got a gig right here. That's right. I got to do 4 time zones. So sorry, I've already got a gig.
My daughter and her boyfriend went to see Christmas Vacation at the drive-in last weekend. Oh,
Yay.
I love that. I love that they did that.
That's awesome. Okay, and strain into a cocktail glass.
Don't throw me down, Clark.
I can throw you down, Aunt Bethany. And I think what I will do with this guy right here, because we didn't have this the last time around, I'm going to garnish this.
Is Rusty still in the Navy? Although, you can tell I've seen this movie too many times, because when he's up in the attic, when he's stuck up in the attic and he's watching the old home movies, you see a guy in a sailor suit. And it's like, that's who she's thinking of.
The other guy. I will take,
Gettysburg, ma'am, you're ahead of me.
Way ahead.
Is your house on fire, Clark?
I'll take a spoon so I can retrieve this. I'm going to garnish this with something that we actually found at our local fancy food place. This is Tillman Farms orange peels. Everything's falling out. And I got a bit of candied orange peel, which is highly appropriate for things which are sort of fruit cakey. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit of this goop in there just to give myself another flavor note.
National Lampoon at a drive-in sounds like a hoot. I know, right?
Yeah, kind of hilarious.
I wonder if they do that around here.
Oh, we have drive-ins.
Up in the attic with Dorian Gray picture. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
There we go. So this is really no more than a Manhattan with very specific bitters and flavors.
I'm so sorry. That is rough.
But it's still pretty damn good. Yep. Yep. Oh, and I can taste those bitters. Yeah. Oh, geez.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough stuff.
Yeah.
We've heard, more than a few stories recently about such things. And I always think people get into treatment and see what they can do. Yeah. That's very important. So.
Exactly. And Grace, she passed away 30 years ago. Actually, I saw someone had a sweatshirt that said Grace. She passed away 30 years ago, and it had like Bethany's face on it. I was like, okay, I need that.
You gotta do. Pardon me. I'm going to bust a few.
There's a drive-in just north of Allentown. Okay. I might know where that is. Christmas Vacation and A Christmas Story. I love it. Yeah. I know. I need to just, when I'm wrapping gifts, I need to just have Christmas Vacation on. I need just like a loop with Christmas Vacation and Bad Mom's Christmas. It's called Shankwellers. I can't. Macadamia.
Shankwellers. Okay. Good. Might fix his taste. Interesting. So yeah, when you are wrapping and whatnot, and when you need to just kind of relax, you always put on the videos. I'm usually putting on music, and been playing a lot of stuff recently. One of our recent usages is Hollywood Strings, which I highly recommend. This is a real classic from 1965, I believe, and is probably went back into print in late 90s.
And Kelly, yeah, there.
I'm sure you can stream all this. This is excellent.
Take care of yourself. I am the worst at taking care of myself, and I'm just going to say to you, really
do it.
Take care of yourself.
Christmas Vacation is definitely going to crack you up.
Have a Cosmo.
Cosmo sounds like an excellent idea.
Yes.
We are actually having a couple rounds.
I'm having Return of Aunt Bethany.
In camaraderie. I'm having the Uncle Lewis. Yep. So there you go. Anyway, this is a great selection. If you don't know this one, just check it out on streaming. Hollywood Strings was Stu Phillips, just doing a lot of stringy things. They did several albums. I think Eric and I know about this, that were covers of, it's 4 different volumes of Beatles, or maybe 5, and then 4 volumes of the Beach Boys music, and there was one of Nat King Cole and whatnot. It was just Capital artists that arranged for easy listening. Used to hear this stuff on my mother's station all the time.
You made me think of Hot Mystery Christmas Chicks on Cool Albums. So I have a display over here going on. I'm calling it the Christmas Blondes.
Right.
Yeah. We have a record storage unit over here, but each little section has a record in front of it. And it's got all the Christmas disco albums, but it's got generally blondes in little mini Santa dresses. So.
Do me a favor and grab your shaker. I just want to bust it out of here.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Gettysburg Ma'am. I say that all the time. Oh, hi, Daniel. Good to see you. Yeah, I will say that all the time. Whenever Paul can't hear me, I'm like, you couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant.
But she does. She hears strange noises.
Oh, Dan says I was driving through Hammond, Indiana the other day. So I showed Violet the downtown area where the parade scene was inspired from in Christmas Story.
Oh, yeah. Bingo.
That's so nice.
Yeah, in the movie, they're in a fictional town named Homan.
Yep.
Which does not exist, but they are depicted in there and in the sequel, Christmas Story Christmas. Highly recommended, by the way. They depict Homan as this hideous industrial thing in the Midwest. Well, anybody living in that area always knows a town like that. Might call it Gary.
It's a funny squeaky sound. You couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant.
There we go. Stu Phillips did a bunch of soundtracks. He might have done Satan's Sadists. He didn't do Hell's Bells. That's actually Les Baxter. happen to know that because we own it. Remember, it was reissued and it was a lot cheaper than getting an original, so I nabbed that. And
Holman is actually the street, Holman Avenue.
Okay, Holman Avenue. Yeah.
I still say, and I'm sure we'll continue to say for the rest of my life, one of the most fun things I've ever done is go to the Christmas Story house in Cleveland.
If you are planning a trip to Cleveland, or if you're approximate and think like, yeah, I'd like to do that. If it's a day trip for you, great. If it's an overnight trip for you, there's great places to stay, and there's fun stuff to do in Cleveland, including 2 tiki bars. Am I right? Probably 3 by now.
There's definitely Porco.
Yep. Porco's right there in Cleveland.
Tiki Underground is in Akron.
Yeah, close enough. And there's great stuff. There's just really great stuff in Cleveland. And the whole house is
4 Christmas Story movies, right? We've seen obviously A Christmas Story a gazillion times, but also Christmas Story Christmas. Mm-hmm. Love.
Really, the official sequel, which was from last year, I guess. Well done. Really well done.
Yeah. Gettysburg was saying, Cleveland shudders. I'm sure everyone knows this, but in case someone doesn't, Aunt Bethany, aka Mae Questel, was the voice of Hawaii's Olive Oil. And Betty Boop.
Betty Boop. She's Betty Boop. This is her last actual Hollywood credit is Vacation, but her career had stretched back to the mid 1920s, probably early 1920s on stage.
That's a career we could all hope.
It's a career we could all hope for. I mean, she's just one of those classic kids from Brooklyn who had this huge long line of credits. It's just craziness. Mm-hmm. And it really worked with that voice and everything.
Yes, we did go to the gift shop. We went to the bar.
There's a bar across the street, which
sort of diagonally
has been there apparently since 1907 and was the neighborhood joint. So when we think about like the joint, like this is the one. And apparently when Bob Clark was scouting out this locations, he found this whole street that looked kind of perfect because they had this steel mill in back of it. And they found the house. They're like, that looks great. And they couldn't find the guy. And they were talking to a neighbor who says, go check the bar. So they found him in there to talk to him.
Did you?
Merry Christmas note.
It was probably Merry Xmas. Hi, Bill, by the way.
Oh, interesting. Bill, if you were on the list to get our Christmas collection in email and you got something from somebody sounding like me, that's what that was.
Well, which address did you send it from?
So that actually came from my Gmail account.
There should have been a picture.
Yeah. I don't know if I've got a picture on that account.
You do. It's a drawing of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. let me know, Bill, if that was an email you're talking about and it said something about music, then that's what we're talking about.
Yes. The music playing in the department store during the Santa scene is Fred wearing the Pennsylvanians cut of Jingle Bells. Yeah.
Which ultimately is probably a bit anachronistic, although it is close enough. That's the thing.
Eric says, had a nightmarish Cleveland time picking my sister up from there for Thanksgiving. Oh. Getting there was fine. Coming back. Oh, geez. Oh, yeah, a Christmas Story. I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
Yep, absolutely. Definitely. And there was something, I hope I'm not missing.
Eric. This. I know we have your email, but if he didn't send it to you last year, I'm going to make sure you have it.
If you were not on the list, then I didn't put you on the list this year.
Did that bar have Malort? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Peter.
I just want to finish this. If I didn't put you on, if I didn't send it to this year, it's because you weren't on the list last year. Because I just grabbed it and went.
I'm going to send it to
we're going to put you on the list starting going forward. That's easy enough.
I'm sending it to him right now because that is an oversight.
That's unfortunate. I tried to get as many as I could, and I even knew that I had some bum addresses and replaced them. And then I had a couple of bounces, so I started doing that too. But anybody watching right now who doesn't get the collection, who's like, oh, I'd love some Christmas music, get us your email. And I'll do that because that's how I do it.
Okay.
I don't put this up on the socials. You know what? People don't even see it. It's a pain in the neck.
Eric,
but if I can send it to you directly, bang.
I am copying your address right now.
Got it. Oh, that's what that is.
And I'm sending it to Paul.
Very good.
Because we don't want anyone to miss out.
Yeah,
I'm sending it to Paul. Yeah, there's. Oh no, it's a photo. There is a photo of you, so that's weird. Oh no, wait, that's your Hotmail. Hold on.
Try it again. Well, it's the same thing though. Yeah, the Bill is.
That's weird. There's a photo of him. I don't get it.
Bill, I don't know what's going on.
Eric's email.
But if you got a note
to him right now.
If you got a note from me talking about land in Florida, that wasn't me.
Okay. Eric, watch your inbox.
Watch your inbox. I'll get that to you after this broadcast. It's Christmas time.
The bad kids list. I get coal.
This is
Eric, I've seen that before. The electronic one-way sign. Yeah, some street they're like one way and then they're not. Yeah, that is a little troubling.
That's actually kind of a hallmark, I think, of Pittsburgh too, isn't it?
Lisa, you didn't get it?
I'm
gonna send him your address too.
Okay.
All right, because
there we go.
Clearly, we're not organized about this.
Oh, listen, we have like one list for this, one list for that, and they don't necessarily coincide.
Lisa, watch your email for a collection.
All handmade.
Watch your email for a collection of Christmas
If I had
music.
a desk right here, I would be like fielding all this, putting it in one and saying, bang, there you go. It's going to be easy. I've got it up on like Dropbox or one of those things. So you just go grab it, download it, throw it into your jukebox software, and take a listen. It's got graphics, so you can take a look at the fun picture that this one designed. Hello, thank you very much.
I did design it.
Did do it. It's good too. And you had one design that you said, I don't like this that much. So you made another that is in fact better.
I busted myself.
You busted yourself.
Okay.
Well, you can bust yourself. You know.
Okay, Lisa, Eric, I have sent both of your email addresses to Paul. So
that's me. Anybody else listening? Did you not get this? Actually, Bill, if you didn't get music from me, then get me.
Well, he didn't open your mail because he didn't know it was from you. But
okay. Well, if it does say something,
it was from Paul.
If it says something about Merry Xmas 24, you can probably open the mail.
It's bust a move.
Yeah. Bust a move.
It busted myself.
Oh, copyright strike. There we go.
That didn't sound like anything recognizable to me, though.
Probably not. Anyway, Santa Paul. Put some music under the tree for me. Maybe LP or CD. Santa Paul.
I'm getting down to the lime jello.
Play some Christmas tunes tonight.
It looks disgusting. It still tastes good, though.
Heard a version of Santa Baby today that was pretty good. But the simple fact is, nobody can touch Eartha. Oh, man.
Do you know who it was?
That song, Purrs. It was something more contemporary, but it could easily be 20 years old by now. It's hard to say. I have heard some decent versions of it and some truly terrible versions of Santa Baby. One that was very good I used once, which was I think Sheila E. did a version that's like very like Latin big band. Really, really cool.
Time for another recipe. Well, if you don't mind my
time for another beer.
I think it is. I was going to say, I heard, were you at the Cash Pit at the same time I was? I heard a very anemic version of Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
I don't necessarily recall that, so maybe not. Anemic?
It was, you could tell it was like kind of the person who recorded it. You can tell she's like very folky and everything. And I'm like, I'm sure people love it, but it was just kind of like, rocking around the Christmas tree. I was like, oh my God. You're not rocking. You're like limping around
the Christmas tree with a cane. You know, bang, you know, I'm injured. Sheesh. Tree around the Christmas tree.
Hi, Pepper Tree.
Hey, Pepper Tree.
Don't mind us. We're just big obnoxious.
Anyway, so Pepper's one. Is there a good version of Santa Baby? Well, obviously.
Just Eartha.
Now, wait a minute. Are you saying that you don't actually like the song at all? I think that you do, and you probably like Eartha because we love her. She's kind of amazing. And
I'm ready for another. It's been a long season.
Is there another good version of it? I would recommend the Sheila E., which I got off of a collection of Latin Christmas music. And I don't really know any others. I'm not going to say on air who I think is a terrible version of it, but you're probably familiar with one that's fairly well known. You know what we found out this year?
I don't think
trucking
it's
around.
Terrible.
What? Which one are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I hate that version. That version is like really insipid, really.
I don't hate the version he's talking about, but
blah. But you know what we found this year? There are 3 songs this year There are 3 Christmas songs in New York City this year. One, the one that you hear from the Pedicabs is, what do you hear from the Pedicabs?
Last Christmas.
Last Christmas. They're just like, they're whamming,
they're like
you
mass whamming
to
Whamageddon, in New York.
Just like that. That's all I'm hearing. And I'm like, for Pete's sake.
They're sending the entire city to Whamageddon.
The entire damn city. What's the second song you hear everywhere?
Rocking
around the damn Christmas tree.
And Mariah.
And the third song you hear is from the folks who do the 360-degree photos. Are only exclusively playing Mariah Carey. I don't want a lot for Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's like, fine. You know
all I want for Christmas is you.
This is the song. Classic, but man, are they hammering that one to death.
I have to say, Lemmy did the best version of Run, Run, Run.
Oh, well, if anybody knows how to rock, that would be Mr. Clemister. So.
Okay. I've just fallen asleep in my chair listening to that. Yeah. Not suggesting you create a drink called Fried Pussycat.
That kid had 9 lives, just used it.
He just used them all. Woo! Okay.
Bad Christmas, Bon Jovi, Backdoor Santa. Oh, man.
I don't even think I've heard that one.
You're not going to out Clarence on that one. And that one
the
is
nursing
really
home
amazing.
Version. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so Ben is saying, has anyone listened to Jay Schlatt's a very 1999 Christmas EP that dropped last week? No.
Oh. And ironically good Dean and Andy vibes. Okay.
All right.
I will take the suggestion,
Sounds
sir.
Great.
But definitely.
Hi, Amy. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I never get notifications you're live. I know. I don't know if I can't keep up.
I think that the socials have completely tanked that. So forget it.
Hi, Laura. Merry Christmas.
Just like set a reminder that we're live on Wednesday at 8 and you'll get us, because they're not going to tell you. They don't care. They do not care. They do not care about Amy. They're like, we do not care about Amy. That's corporate policy. That's literally what they're saying. I hate them. Seriously. But hi, because you're here now. Mm-hmm.
Dime. There was a day, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, where we heard Mariah, All I Want for Christmas, at least 20 times. Like, I think we lost count after 20, because the gig, we were on a really, really long gig, and the playlist was so tight. It was like maybe 15 minutes. Songs. And so it was like All I Want for Christmas, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Jingle Bell Rock.
For Pete's sake.
And
now, was this just last week?
That was in Union.
Oh, Union. Yeah, that was a pretty tight playlist. Just last week, they had about a 5-song playlist that went on for about an hour. And I was like, I'm going to shoot somebody. But actually, they changed it up and it got much better and it got much more varied, and we're okay. We have, hey, Laura.
Yeah, I said hi, Laura. I know we're not seeing you this year, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's conspiring against us.
I know.
Yeah. Well, what song are you talking about, Laura? I'm just wondering, because we've been talking about
my Weird Al version of Whamageddon. Last Christmas, I let out a fart, and the very next day, you passed away. Oh no! Oh jeez!
Oh jeez! I tell you.
15-minute rotation. I know. So when I used to check a 24-hour playlist, I know, right?
Seriously?
I am not. I always say this. I am not a DJ. And I can do better.
You can do better than that. And we got like half a dozen DJs here who
all I Want for Christmas is you. I like it too, Laura.
Oh, yeah.
I like it too. It's just after I've heard it 20 times, I'm like,
it's getting hammered.
There are other
seriously
songs.
To death.
There are other songs.
They're bludgeoning this thing so hard in the city. I'm just like, please stop. Please just stop.
Maybe play that song once every 2 hours and not every half hour.
Because there's other stuff to listen to. There's a new Cher. Last year there was a new Cher Christmas album, which has some good stuff. I used some of it. And this year there's a new album from Jimmy Fallon. I used some of it. So yeah.
Dean Martin's It's a Marshmallow World classic.
Yeah, hands down.
And Andy Williams, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Geez.
I know. These are great.
Classics.
They would be at home.
That's the thing.
In that playlist.
Well, Laura, I actually sent our Christmas list to Steve. So if he's being mute about that, just like nudge him and you can listen to
anyone
all new songs.
Oh, I want to hear more of their kid. Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah,
has anyone seen the film? Name just went right out of my head. Anything But Love. Is anyone else familiar with that film? It's from. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
I'm gonna look up this Stu Phillips. That's what I was intending to do minutes ago. He definitely did soundtracks, a lot of soundtracks. He actually arranged Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. That's not the one you were thinking of, Peter. Oh yeah, this one. This is a lot of fun.
2002. If you all have not seen this film, the Monkees had a great Christmas song. Peter, there's a Monkees Christmas song on Paul's collection. So if you're not on the email list, make sure you are on
Peter, I'm not sure you are. Let me know.
And a Christmas album from
Dean Bridget. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Much appreciated, Amy.
Oh, Lisa wants the old songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I just look. I'm very broad in my taste with these things.
These parties. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it's a lot of kids. But yeah, they're very high energy too. So, but what was I going to say? Oh, hi, Julie. Good to see you. Hey, Julie. Just saw you there. Yay.
Awesome.
I had a point. It was very good. Oh, Anything But Love. If anyone has not seen, Amy, I think you are. Amy's saying, am I on the list?
I need to check this now. If you're not aware of the collection, then I think you're not.
I'm sending him your email address right now.
Okay. I'll be looking at a lot of email later.
I have your email address, and
I'm gonna get like the junior varsity going here because I totally missed it the first time around, and you'll get on the list going forward. I have gaps. I don't know. Email is so obsolete, but I still use it. And you know what? A lot of people
I have gaps.
A lot of people responded and were super happy, and I'm like, great. Obviously, this still works. But that just means that I didn't have you in one place at one time.
Amy, I'm sending him your address.
But for God's sakes, Amy, you're a music person. You know this stuff. You do this.
For God's sakes, Amola.
Amola, you need this music. We're going to get it to you.
Amy, I'm calling this subject line. I have just sent him your email address, Amy. Okay. There's like Julie. Oh, Julie, do I have your email? Okay. Anyone who wants this collection, and you have not received it yet, please email me your email address at velveteenloungeny@gmail.com, and I will make sure you get it.
Everybody who is interested should get it.
Yes.
Because it's complete. It takes a lot of work to get that together. It's a ton of fun.
R.I.P. Richard Lewis? When?
Richard Lewis? Wait a minute. I thought he was already dead.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, night, Laura. We'll see you New Year's.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
What's the matter with you? Okay. Certain couple, dime. Like there's a certain couple of folks that have very hip pink vinyl that I like to listen to at Christmas time. Oh. When you said that, I was like, oh yeah, the Surfer Jets. They have
talk about somebody else, I think.
Makes me happy. He's long dead. I know. I thought so, right? I was like, I feel like he died. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, this film, Anything But Love. If you have not seen it, it's from 2002. And I feel like this crowd would really like that film.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It's got a retro feel without being antiquated. I mean, she's a cabaret singer, and she actually has to learn to do more with that. And it really works. And there's sort of a love story going on. So anyway, at least it's out of its misery.
Look what you did to my tree.
Hey, Lewis.
At least it's out of its misery. All
right. The little box with little 45s happens to contain...
I need to make my next drinky.
What do you know? Yeah, it's Glendora first, but ultimately it's... You recognize those two.
Martini time.
It's martini time. Do you own this record? Then you're listening to it right now. Do you not own this record? We could get you a copy of this record. Let us know. It's available for what? I think we can
15
postpaid.
Postpaid
to your door. Yeah.
But
the record, the postage.
If
boom,
you're thinking there's no way I'll have that in time for Christmas, but wait, no worries. It has a download code.
I got a code. I can send you the code. Obviously enough, this is a nice thick cardboard cover because we didn't skimp it all. It's full color. Yes, it's on color vinyl and it is pink. And there's a download code. You do not need to own a turntable to listen to this, but if you do, it's more fun.
Product placement. Yes, it is product placement.
This is 100% product placement, Eric.
Yes.
Eric, you have one of these, don't you? Let me know. There we go. So that's it. One side is us, and then one side had to be Glendora because she insisted. And of course, she has a black tree on the side of the record. So there you go.
Which is funny because like all the trees in her house are pink, but whatever.
I don't know. I just give the commercial plug when.
Yeah, Eric got his last year. Yep.
Did.
Okay. So
Dime is living proof, well worth it.
I like when you do a product placement, people just click right away.
Oh, they're gone already?
Like, I am out of here. Okay.
Hey man, if you can't take the heat.
But anyway, if you've not seen the film Anything But Love, starring Isabel Rose.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
And Andrew McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would probably all get a kick out of it.
Because if you left Glendora, we would never hear
the end of it. Exactly.
A
cigarette burned my album.
So black like her soul.
All right.
Peter, you were talking about some
black like her soul
biker movies scored by Stu Phillips. That is either Hell's Angels on Wheels or Angels from Hell. It's one of those. Take your pick.
Glendora just make great wine glasses. Oh, Peter.
As a matter of fact,
okay.
Do I have that in front of me right? No, I do not have that.
Glendora insisted. Yeah, hashtag Glendora insisted.
I would hold up a Glendora wine glass, but I don't have them. We do still have those available. If you're interested, let us know now. We can get you some of those. I mean, obviously for the price of the glasses. That's also product placement. And as a matter of fact,
okay, hold on.
The last thing that's good for Christmas is if you need to polish your glassware, it might be a bar towel. I don't even need to be seen here. Just watch that. This is
a theme with these
magenta version
titles.
Obviously, again, fantastic print side of polyester and the cotton side. I love that. It can be a two kinds of towel. This thing is really actually an absorbent towel. It's very good. I use these all the time to polish the glassware. And they're available for, are they up on the site?
They are.
Okay. Want to drop the link?
I got to.
I think I was looking for some last minute gift ideas. These can ship at a very reasonable price because they're towels.
If anyone's looking for any last minute Christmas gift ideas for me, I
have one.
All right. I'll just drop the link to the store. And then maybe he'll let me make my next.
It has the records. It has the towels. And that's the major things we can do right there. Hell's Angels on Wheels. There we go, baby. Yep. I believe there is a soundtrack for that on Sidewalk or Tower, probably on Tower Records.
I dropped the link. Maybe he'll let me make a drink now.
Go.
Okay, so my next drink is called, I gotta say it correctly, Is Your House on Fire? And for Is Your House on Fire, I'm starting with an ounce of tequila.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Aunt Bethany is making me feel tequila, but she does.
Well, interestingly enough, you feel like she's the kind of gal who would enjoy a margarita from time to time.
I think
probably more like daily.
Over her long life.
Yes. She had a long life, as a matter of fact.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so 1 ounce tequila. I used a nice reposado tequila.
I always recommend that for your tequila drinks. There are some excellent Blanco tequilas, of course. We just keep this around because, among other things, if you just want to have like a little sniff of tequila, it's a very drinkable product on its own. You don't need to mix it.
Sour cherry liqueur. I'm using American fruit. Mm-hmm. And happily, when we went to the store today, they had it in stock. So
you bought two.
We bought more. Okay. And then
you actually bought a second bottle to make sure, because when they run out, they're out for months.
Okay. 1/2 ounce fresh lemon juice. I have to say, one of my favorite things about all these holiday gigs we've been doing, because there are so many things I love about them.
They've been very good gigs.
But one of my favorite things is just seeing what everyone's wearing.
Yeah.
I mean, deep down, I'm kind of a fashion girl. And
we've seen some people with flashing lights like this, and we've seen people with like custom skirts and shirts and sweatshirts and all that, and the Christmas sweaters. all this kind of thing. A lot of fun stuff going on.
2 dashes hella smoked chili bitters. And you know what? Because it's Aunt Bethany and it's Christmas, I'm going to add a little spray of gold glitter.
Well, gold dust.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
So I need the
Prosecco.
Oh, shoot. Yes. Yeah. I didn't know if I wanted to use the rosé, though. Yeah, let's use the rosé for Bethany.
Okay. You know what? It's cold, and the other one is not. So there you go.
I'm going to say
that question.
Rosé, chilled rosé prosecco.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, let's go back to the Kelly is. I know, like your house on fire, Clark.
I tell you,
Johnny Olson, tell us about the towel.
Well, yes, actually, next on our game show is door number 3.
I saw Johnny Olson. I saw Johnny Olson in person live. Wow.
What did Johnny Olson look like?
He just looked like some
guy,
doughy kind of dude.
Yeah, he didn't need to look like anything. Yeah, he needed to sound like something, which he did.
Just looked like a guy. But that was when we got to go to Love Connection.
And there you go. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh. Man, that looked like it was going to overflow for a second.
Whoops. Anyway.
Still with your chilled
Prosecco.
Rosé. Is this rose?
It's rosé. Rosé?
No, it's rosé, but is it Prosecco?
Was a late? Actually, that might be sparkling French.
Sparkling French.
Sparkling Brut Rosé.
Chilled sparkling French.
You can't call it champagne because it's not made in Champagne. It is French sparkling wine. That's what it is. It is not Prosecco. How about that? I haven't tried this in a while. Let's see here.
You know what it is? It's good.
So what it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I might want one of these myself.
Go for it.
Yay. I'll take a stopper on that and I'll put it back.
Oh, yeah. Chuck Woolery. He just died recently.
Yeah, didn't he?
But it was so sad. I'm being facetious, but when this was when I was in undergrad the first time. I got my degree. But when I was in undergrad the first time.
She did too.
My dorm, they're like, hey, we're going to have an outing. We're going to go see Love Connections. So they rented a bus for everyone who signed up. And we went to be in the studio audience of Love Connection. And they had the little things where you could vote in front of you. So you could vote for which person they should date. And everyone was picking like, oh, who's the scariest, most
the loser,
undesirable person here? Vote for them. It was terrible.
You people are terrible.
Here's little Johnny. Drink this sparkling grape juice, mommy, and mommy and daddy have some fun to do. Exactly.
I've got a thing from Duck's Breath Mystery Theater about
this house is bigger than your old house.
Invasion of the Mole Men. I think you heard this on one of your collections years ago. That's pretty hilarious. And there's something about like drink this sparkling juice. So
was it the Love Connection with the Killer? Wasn't that Dating Game?
Oh man,
I thought that was Dating Game.
Yeah, there is one of these. They'd have a serial killer.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Let me. I think that was Dating.
Now I gotta look that up. Anyway, I gotta go get some. I'm just gonna put this in the fridge. That's what I'm gonna do. La 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 la.
Wait, hold on. Dating Game Killer. Wait.
Whoa. Ronnie Alcala?
Is that him?
Whoa. Okay.
The story of TV dating show Killer depicted a new film. Wait. Oh, that just came out, right? Wait, hold on. Yeah, that background is Dating Game. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. But apparently this film is very new, right? Yeah, it was Dating Game. Dating Game is, it's one of those things like Real Housewives or something. Like, you don't want to watch it, but you just can't look away. So bad. Oh yeah, YouTube is a treasure trove of old game shows. Yeah, yep. Dating game. Crazy. But yeah, rabbit holes that you fall down. Game shows are definitely one of them. Match game. Woo!
Baby. All right. I need to make
brought your coffee.
The thing with the eggnog.
The thing with the eggnog. Did you wash the mug?
Which mug? Oh, I did actually. I cleaned that out.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
Guess what? We got Marty Moose. Yeah. We have one of these. We need to get another one sometime.
I remember when we bought it, they were really expensive, but
they were not cheap, and it was not cheap to ship.
What's My Line is a good one too. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so
match game is always good. Graphite. Let's see.
You're gonna need.
So this is called the Marty Moose Nog. Okay. Yes. Now let's see. I could probably pretty much assemble in an eggnog mug and stir as the instructions tell me. So here's my Marty Moose mug.
I'm gonna move this so people can actually see.
This is good. Okay.
Can they see it?
Combine in, and
it's too low. No one can see it anyway.
Oh well, whatever. I'm gonna throw a cube in there.
Can't look away with Jerry Springer. Cold. I guess I was never home for Springer. I mean, I've seen clips of Springer,
ounce
but
of bourbon, half ounce hazelnut, half ounce cherry. Here we go. Okay, so ounce of bourbon. We're gonna go with bum. Now with eggnog, this is always a good idea to add an ounce of bourbon. You don't need to add like 5 ounces of bourbon. A lot of eggnog recipes are like a lot of booze.
Unless it's the middle of the day and you're at work, then I don't recommend adding bourbon.
Yeah, and we need a half ounce of the hazelnut. Don't do it.
Hold on.
What do you know? Somebody who stopped for Angelico happen to have that right here.
Dang.
Good idea.
Also, my back's out.
Oh, yeah. Watch that stuff. Mine was threatening me recently, and I managed to stave it off just barely. Half ounce of the hazelnut liqueur. We're using Frangelico.
That show, hosted by Tom Kennedy. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Well,
I do believe Maureen McCormick was on the dating game. Was she?
Really?
Oh, Amy says, I think I'm the only person who doesn't like eggnog. Oh, that's funny, Amy. Well,
there has to be one.
Everyone likes different things.
I'll take the cherry. But we hear you like Malort.
But
no, probably not. Pee Wee Herman.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was just one of those things that I guess people did.
Half ounce of the cherry liqueur.
Oh, wait, so if I wake up tomorrow morning with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now.
Chilled eggnog. I happen to have chilled eggnog that I made. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. And so this is literally nog and eggs. Let's go.
Wow, you had just the right amount.
I had just the right amount. How about that? It's amazing.
Paul Rubens did get such a bum deal. I completely agree.
Like he just like
Amy does not like Malort or eggnog.
I didn't think you did.
You know what? Everyone likes different things.
Marty Moose.
Daniel says I had some Malort this weekend just to remind myself how much I loathe it.
Daniel, now you are a trooper. You will actually sample it one more time just to make sure.
It is good.
And guess what? You're right.
Poor cousin Eddie. His heart is bigger than his brain. Appreciate that, Clark.
Really appreciate that, Clark. I need a stir stick, please. I just need to combine this a little better.
I got a candy cane.
Candy cane. How about a candy cane? The candy cane stores we got, I don't know. Probably Christmas tree store.
You know what made me super happy? On Saturday, we were there to twist balloons and we were dressed like elves. And the organizer asked us, like, would you mind, like, when you hand out balloons, would you mind, like, offering this candy too? We're like, sure, whatever.
We had candy canes and kisses.
And they were so cute. Like, people were so happy to get candy canes. That made me happy that people were happy to get candy canes because that seems like a very classic thing.
It's a simple thing.
You know?
The candy cane potentially dates back to about the 16th century in Germany. It's a classic little peppermint, and people love them. There we go.
I worked at a closed-door pharmacy, and a pharmacy technician made jello.
No! Oh, hello.
As one should. As one should.
Hilarious. Anyway, I believe the Marty Moose mugs can be had like currently on internet sources. You can certainly get them.
I think they're probably cheaper now than they were back then because, damn, that was a lot of money.
Maybe that was just some sort of a glitch in the system.
Getting an orange was a big thing. I know. That's the thing. Like, we still, in my family, we still do fruit in our stockings because it's so classic.
There's the fruit and the nuts. Why would you do fruit and nuts? And I always remember like Brazil nuts and hazelnuts.
Oh, Ben.
And walnuts, as a matter of fact.
Ben, that sounds like you might have cracked the code for settling one's stomach.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Well, you know, when we had a really big meal and your stomach is telling you, oh, I can't believe I ate the whole thing. A little bit of high proof to punch through that can help. Bitters are very important.
I appreciate
that's a kicker. And I
love that we got on dating game, even though we're doing Christmas vacation.
Christmas vacay. Oh, we're talking about like stuff in your stocking. The orange in your stocking, why is that important? Because in the wintertime, you don't grow oranges.
Fruit was
rare. Obviously, this has to be shipped in from tropical locales, and an orange is a really special thing.
Oh, the
orange has a thick skin, can live.
I remember the lifesaver blocks.
Oh, yeah. We used to get those. Totally.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of hard candy, which probably is responsible for my mouth being full of metal. But yeah.
I was going to mention something, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I was going to do another product placement. Not for our products, not for our merch. Don't everyone click away.
Nobody's clicking away.
We both have
am I a bad spokesman or something?
We both it's just once you start like flogging your stuff, people are like, okay, I'm out of here, bye. But anyway,
I do a 20-second commercial here. Wow, that makes me very self-conscious.
Especially no, it's not you. You did great. You're a natural spokesman.
I'm just trying to.
You're a natural
I'm
spokesman.
just trying to sell a few towels.
I didn't mean to destroy your self-esteem. You're a natural spokesman. TV spokesmodel.
Hey, we have some product here. I'm just trying to sell a few things.
He's a TV spokesmodel.
I mean, we get bills to pay too, you know. So
TV spokesmodel.
Yeah, we try.
You remember that on Star Search?
Yes.
One of the categories was TV spokesmodel. Anyway, good night, Peter. Peter, we will see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
Right?
I mean, seriously, we will see you soon.
Like in 2 days.
Anyway.
3 days.
Anyway.
3 days. Anyway.
Eleanor loves my.
We love your infomercials. See, I didn't mean to make him insecure.
Who's clicking away? Jeez, people.
I just watch it like, oh, they're selling. Anyway.
Man, that just makes me really dislike these.
I know.
These venues that we're on here.
I know. People are
because like people here are watching and they're enjoying it. We're actually doing
Paul
it.
Is the most interesting man commercial.
Oh,
see, I hope that does your heart good because I was not directed at you.
I'm just trying to make a living here. That's all.
I'm just trying to live.
I'm telling you.
Just trying to live.
Amen.
Everyone here is part of the establishment. No, I'll never be a teen.
Oh boy, teen. Was it like teen boy
You're
modeling
making me
school?
Cough. Handsome boy modeling school.
Handsome boy modeling school. I'm thinking of Get a Life. Perfect.
Making me cough. Now I was going to say, Paul and I both have articles in the
newest.
I have an article. He has a recipe.
I have a recipe. Yeah.
In the new issue of Bachelor Pad
magazine. Boom, 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 boom.
So,
do we have a copy of it, or is it? Where is it? We got the minute.
We do.
Hey,
okay,
we can plug it on air. It's slightly salacious. Ooh. We got issues, but we might have secreted them in the archive already.
If we had it would be over here.
Yeah, I don't have that magazine rack anymore. Anyway, look, bachelorpadmagazine.com will get you there.
But anyway.
And I'll definitely plug that because your article is really good and I got a really good recipe.
But anyway, the point is that I wrote about Christmas in the 1930s.
Right.
And I found this website that had all these actual letters from children to Santa because there was a newspaper where children could send in their letters to Santa. Mm-hmm. And it was so cute. You know, they were all asking for I would like a toy and some fruit and nuts.
Fruit and nuts.
And so many of them were asking for fruit and nuts. I was just like, oh. And a couple were like, I would love some candy and some fruit and nuts. And I'm like, that was so sweet.
Candy was a specialty, particularly when food was scarce, and fruit and nuts were
Red Ryder BB guns. I know.
There you go.
I was like, no, I'll never be a team.
The Red Ryder BB gun, as depicted in the Christmas movie, did not exist back in the day. He's talking about the thing with the compass and the thing in the stock that tells time. That was that's a conflation from Gene Shepard about a different manufacturer. But obviously enough, once the movie became a huge thing, well after it was in the movie theaters, then Red Ryder, the company, Daisy, decided
they're not stupid.
They're like, well, hell, we'll make one. So now you can get one with the compass and the thing in the stock that tells time.
The thing that tells time.
Yeah. So the thing that tells time is a sundial, obviously enough. But you can get that BB gun is on the shelf at your local Walmart right now, and you can get there's Red Ryder and then the thing on the box there saying, "Hey, little partner."
You can buy it.
You can probably buy this in many retail locations.
Red Ryder BB gun. I'm googling it. We'll see what comes up first. Daisy is the first thing that comes up.
Daisy.com.
Amazon, Walmart. Apparently, it can be had at all of the usual locations. If you just decided, I think I'm going to go out and buy that. What does Ralphie's BB gun sell for today? Well, no, that's collectibles. They make them new.
Yes.
Anyway, I am not going to go down this rabbit hole.
And the fact is, he has a fictitious gun.
Just shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah.
I love that we've just gone to a Christmas story from Christmas
just
Vacation, but we're going back and forth.
We're going back and forth. When I was something like 12 years old, I asked for a BB gun for Christmas, and I got a Daisy BB gun. It was not a Red Ryder model. I forget what the
everyone
model was. But yes, I got this thing, and I shot at a lot of targets, and I actually got pretty good at target shooting.
I'm going to throw this out, and then see who replies. Memorable Christmas gifts when you were a kid. I have a few.
Oh, yeah.
And they all mostly relate to a certain 11.5-inch fashion doll. But I'm just going to wait to hear what people say.
Chime in here.
Gifts that people are like, oh. Yeah, that's their Red Ryder BB gun. Easy bake oven, Julie says. Good one. Yeah, because you could bake, right? My Atari 2600. Oh, I love it. Micronauts. I don't even know what that is, but sounds fun. Okay. I love this. I'm so glad I asked. Oh, Village Pepper saying, me too. Oh, love it. Okay. Atari 2600. When was that? Because I'm not really up on my Atari. I got the game Asteroids. Atari video computer system. That sounds exciting.
Yeah. That sounds like fun.
Just need to write a parody about Christmas Vacation meets a Christmas story with the characters intermingling. That's such a good idea. I love that idea. Barbie's plane. Okay.
Oh, the Barbie plane. I remember that. I think my sister had that.
Did she? I had Barbie's dreamboat.
There was the plane, there was the yacht, and then there was the townhouse. Can't
recall if it was birthday or Christmas, but my Sega Game Gear is a well-loved gift for many years. I love it. I love it. Okay, released in September of 1977 as the Atari Video Computer System. Okay, all right. Because I didn't have that.
Atari was one of those, they came along at a point where video games were starting to really get more complicated, and home computing was becoming something that you would do. And at that point in time, you had a few choices. Atari did a home computing system, but also so did Radio Shack, was one of the big brands.
Barbie's Townhouse. I had Barbie's Townhouse. It was bigger than the actual house we lived in.
Right?
Yes. Seriously. Okay, so.
Yeah, well, Barbie has everything, right? the bloop has everything.
Oh, Lisa says, I always wanted an easy bake oven, but did not get one because my friend had one. Ah.
Easy Bake was kind of brilliant because what did it involve? It involved like a 100-watt light bulb, which would cook a tiny little cake. So it worked. It was operational. That's great.
I love that.
You love the kids love operational stuff. It's like when you get a tool set and you get an actual hammer
or
a screwdriver.
I sell Barbie stuff. What?
Sell a bunch of stuff. Hello.
I found. Okay, so I didn't get. Oh, geez. Jacks, the 40s. I love that. I love that. Jacks. Jacks are fun.
Bounce the ball, pick up as many as you can.
I always wanted a puppy. Never.
Oh. Could you get me some brandy? Actually, what goes into the thing you just had?
What are you making? Oh, are you making one?
Yeah.
Can you make two?
I could.
Okay, so I made it's tequila.
Tequila drink.
Is your house on fire? It's tequila.
Okay.
Do you want tequila?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
I will take tequila, and I'll take one of these decorations around my glass too. Decorations.
Okay, 1 ounce of tequila per.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go back. Okay. Okay, so a couple of memorable ones for me. I mean, I always had great Christmases.
Yeah, absolutely. So did I.
Yeah.
They were very well done.
I mean, when I got a little bit older, I remember like, oh, I got that really cool pair of dittos. Did anyone else wear dittos?
Jeans. How about that?
Dittos, or I remember I got a really cool leather purse one year that was very 70s. Like, ooh, I really wanted one like that, and I got it.
Take the sour cherry.
But is Rusty still in the Navy?
He never was. But he's played cards with men in uniform.
I love riding in cars. That's a good drink name too. I love riding in cars. So right now we're making Is Your House on Fire?
This is getting pretty down. Good thing we got more of this.
We bought 2 new ones today because
replacements. I'll take the lemon, please.
All right. The lemon.
The Thing Maker. Oh, it's funny. I actually saw somebody up on Marketplace was selling the heater for the Thing Maker without any of the molds. It's really funny.
Lisa says, I wanted the snow cone machine, but didn't get one. But again, my friend did. Oh, Lisa. Jeez. See, I feel like you should have gotten that.
Lisa, I'm experiencing a theme.
I know.
Something's going on here. Like the things I didn't get for Christmas, but my SOB friend got, what?
Oh, okay. Katie's program says, my favorite year was my 1981 Cabbage Patch Kid. Back when people were climbing over each other for them and stealing them out of. Oh, yes. Did that movie ever come out about the Cabbage Patch Kids? Someone was making a film about this, and I'm there day one.
The Cabbage Patch phenomenon got really huge, and that was, I believe, was that Fisher-Price who did the Cabbage Patch, who actually bought that out. And here's Ella. And not only were there animated things, there was a Christmas special, and there was a Christmas album. We own it. And there was also another album out there. And there's actually...
Did you do enough for both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I did a lot.
Is that empty now?
It is not quite there yet, but we're getting very close. Right. And there we go. We're filling for a second. I will take one of these bits of decor, please, as well. But there's actually a tune I've been looking for.
Choose your favorite.
I'm going to go for green.
Okay.
So we know. A tune I've been looking for forever. Christmas song that features something about caress.
Coleco.
Oh, thank you. That's about Cabbage Patch Kids.
And I can't find it for Hell or High Water. Good to see you. Doing a bubble milk tea. Nice. Are you sending out greeting cards again? Yes, we are.
There we go.
Yes, we are.
Boom. And there we go. Damn. I'm enjoying one of these because it sounded good. I tried it. And it was good. Okay, so Coleco did this for about 6 years. Hasbro took it over. Mattel took it over. Toys R Us.
Okay, so Eric is saying my mother made a homemade Cabbage Patch Kid. Someone gave me a homemade Cabbage Patch Kid. I hate to say it, I do not still have it, is what I'm trying to say, but
things move on. There's a whole story that the original prototype for the Cabbage Patch Kids was just somebody's home craft being sold at craft fairs. And the guy who popularized them basically boosted the idea. And he got sued and he had to pay some fines on that. But eventually, you know, the concept did go broader because it actually got marketed big. But there's a whole thing behind this where you would have gone to a craft fair to get some home like made dolls. So
boy, yeah, a little blonde patch on his head and blue eyes. Oh, that's so cute.
And I don't think that Cabbage Patch Kids are the original toy every kid had to have. That might have been like Star Wars toys or something even earlier, but it was a phenomenon Trek, in its era that kind of generated video that we associate with Black Friday frenzy. That's the kind of thing. I think that's a particular thing that is unique about that. So,
well, Black Friday. Okay. So right now we're enjoying another round of Is Your House on Fire?
It was good, and it's still good.
Yeah,
so we're enjoying
those are Christmas lights.
Yeah, that's a killer. But I do remember that about the Cabbage Patch Kids, and also I remember somebody that I knew was talking about them as being a phenomenon and saying that in the same era.
Yeah, Cabbage Patch Kids were like them Beanie Babies. Now they're worthless. Yeah, exactly.
Gone with the wind. Gone with the wind. And second favorite gift, roller skates. Hello. Roller disco. Boom, boom,
I remember I got a pogo stick one year.
We inherited a pogo stick, and I remember we used it for a while and then got disinterested. So it's good we inherited it, you know.
You mean you and your sister?
Yes.
Not you and me, because I'm like, I don't remember that.
I remember a pogo stick.
Okay. You say we.
Yeah. The pogo was kind of fun, as I recall. But as I recall, back in the era, circa 1982, there was such a thing. The Cabbage Patch Kid was the kid's gift. And I remember an adult telling me the adult Cabbage Patch Kid that year was, anybody? Trivial Pursuit, the game. Was hard to get for about a year. Yeah.
Oh.
It was like a real desired thing. And this was the hot bleep stuff at the time. So
I love roller skates, though.
Now you can find copies of Trivial Pursuit Classic over at the thrifts, and you can find like 5 or 6 variations. You can find the card, extensions of the game.
I feel like now, I mean, I know people still play Trivial Pursuit, but I feel like now it's all about Cards Against Humanity. And now there are a million, I can tell this from my feed, there are a million different versions that people are trying to sell that are sort of Cards Against Humanity.
Card games remain popular. Not only like classic card games featuring a deck of cards, tarot for Pete's sake, but which is like those decks have been on the shelf for over 100 years.
Heelys were banned at malls in my area. Yeah. Every other gift went. We forgot every other gift when we were gifted with Nintendo game console. Oh wow! Okay.
Yep. Never actually experienced.
You got a brand new key. Oh.
Big nod there.
Yeah.
I think Melanie just left us within the past 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, pretty recent. I mean,
really
interesting. She had like a number of like really well-regarded albums, and then she had that damn single, and that's all she's remembered for.
Oh, geez.
Too bad. But she was one of the performers at the Woodstock Fair who was like on stage when you couldn't have power, so she got a lot of notice out of that, which is kind of fun.
Thankfully.
Yeah. Right. I'm thinking of like gifts back in the day that was a thing. You're talking about 11.5-inch fashion dolls. I remember 11.5-inch fashion action figures. Don't forget G.I. Joe. Oh, yeah.
I haven't even said.
The big thing.
Well, I definitely remember I got Barbie's powder room. And I remember distinctly the tag was to Kelly from Daddy.
Yeah.
So that was from my dad.
Oh.
And I remember Barbie's shower was sort of a spray bottle nozzle. So you just be like
squirt, 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 squirt.
And Barbie you could spray actual water on Barbie, which was amazing.
Pretty fun. Barbie was made out of a very durable substance that fell to Earth, presumably from outer space.
So I definitely remember that. Yeah. Like that was like, wow. Cool. There's plumbing. There's plumbing in Barbie's bathroom.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Once again, like functional objects, just like the Easy Bake Oven.
Yeah, there was plumbing in Barbie's bathroom.
You think about all the classic toys for boys or action things like toolkits and guns and things.
Oh, the fashion plates. I remember the fashion plates. Yes, Gettysburg, ma'am. I do remember the fashion plates.
That sounds like fun. I remember the fashion plates.
And then the Barbie country camper, which I had a loft bed. And one night I rolled out of my loft bed and fell into my Barbie
onto the camper. Ow.
Yeah.
You still have that bruise.
When I think about it now, I'm like, I'm amazed I'm still alive.
The things that you did.
But I was fine. Literally, I was fine. But it sort of dented Barbie's country camper. And my dad, he did bust it back into shape. So Barbie's country camper was not totaled. It was just, it needed body work. It needed body work.
I'm just imagining some of our correspondents with a very large 5-pound hammer. Bang, exactly. Bang, bang, you know.
This is very Rust Get that sucker back I don't know. Like, yeah.
I've heard stories of that with Ninth Wave.
Yeah, the fashion plates. I do remember the fashion plates. No Barbie toilet. Yeah, well, you know, it's Barbie.
It's Barbie. You know, she doesn't, you know.
Paid $5 for a pair of roller skates were gold flakes and well used. Oh,
cool. Good price.
My favorite childhood toys were He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
I have the power.
Yeah.
There you go. The big ones.
He wanted to shoot the dog. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. So these are fun things. I remember the video games that were hot stuff when we were kids were Atari was the big thing. And at that point, I think Nintendo was creeping in. Now, I think they had a different like sales name at the time. I'm trying to remember what that was. And Coleco had a whole video system there that had gone pretty obsolete by the time that Atari came in. But not only could you buy Atari cartridges, you could buy Activision. Was it a company that was making compatible cartridges? And they had cool games. So that was very important that you could have something that was compatible, take a slot in and go. But Atari around 1982 actually came out with a version of Pac-Man. So they have the home version of Pac-Man. That was very hot stuff at the time. Otherwise, you're going to the arcade and wasting your quarters playing Pac-Man. So.
Famicom? I don't know what that is.
He remembers the Pong games.
Okay.
Coleco,
oh yeah, Pong. I remember Pong.
Coleco did a home version of Pong, which actually a number of brands did, but that's possibly what you had. I owned one of these at one point that I picked up at a yard sale for like $3, and I think I trashed it, which is very silly because now it's not stuff.
Galactica. Yeah. I also remember in my stocking getting these. I was always into the Bonnie Bell lip balms because who wasn't? But I remember one year getting it was sort of in a candy cane shape. And it was like all these different ones in this candy cane.
I remember that. Yeah, Bonnie Bell's and just like in a candy cane.
It was, it was flat. It wasn't like in a tube of candy cane. It was in a flat of candy cane. But
flat of candy cane.
Flat of candy cane, but yeah, because you had to do it on your finger and be like, ugh. Oh, that was so great. Yeah, that was amazing. I remember that too.
And of course, everybody got the candy cane that was full of M&Ms.
Oh yeah,
we got that every
year. And the Lifesavers book.
And the Lifesavers book.
I love that.
The classics. The books are
just still available. Get everyone a Lifesavers book this year.
You know, they're available.
Done.
You can just go to your local drugstore has a Lifesavers book. Go buy one.
I don't know though. Do they?
I've seen them. I've seen them over there at the CVS. Everything's so you can check them out.
Everything's the elf on the shelf.
I know it's all about elf on the shelf thing right now. I think it's that Elf movie, and people are thinking about it and stuff, and it's good.
It's the Taylor Swift.
Hey, there's no problem with the Elf movie, but the
clear lip gloss rollers were a big thing. Oh yeah. Lip gloss. I was all about lip gloss and a lip balm.
Yeah. What's the thing?
Yeah.
I don't know why kids are like, I want to put something on my lips. You know, you got chapstick? You know?
What? Are you yay or nay for that?
No, you did that at the time. I remember like you would get a lip balm. It was like, oh wow, lip balm. You know? Lip balm was good when it's very dry because your lips dry out and they get all flaky and things like that. So you put a, you know,
the roller was glossy though.
An oily substance, a waxy substance actually helps to keep moisture in, which is very important.
Well, we know that now, but back then it was all about the gloss.
Oh, well, gloss is gloss. It's just another waxy substance. At the end of the day, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a vote here for Activision. Eric's talking about Pitfall. Oh, I don't remember Pitfall.
Oh.
Wow. I can't remember Activision games. We didn't have a system, but my buddies across the street did. I remember playing. Oh, there was some game.
Oh, the crazy
Castle and Dragons.
I love those combs.
Oh,
I still love those combs. Yeah, with like it's like swirly, like the swirly colors in the plastic. I'm still all about that.
Yeah. Fun.
Not gonna lie.
Love that kind of thing.
Oh, and Love's Baby Soft perfume.
Loves.
Yes.
Gotta love that kind of thing.
Yes.
Gotta love Loves.
Is anyone still into Love's Baby Soft? I think they still make it. I'm gonna look.
Okay. We have some votes for Kaboom, Laser Blast, and Freeway. Oh, yeah. I would have to see these in action to remember what I was doing at the time.
They still make Love's Baby Soft.
It's still there.
I'm just saying.
You can probably go to your pharmacy and pick this stuff up.
I didn't even know if that was still a thing, but it is still made.
It's happening. What about Jean Nate? She has to go back and find that.
Jean.
I remember the commercials very specifically. Bath Splash. There it is.
You can also still buy Jean Nate.
Lemony, as I
recall. Bath Splash.
Walgreens sells it. And has that distinctive bottle with the big black.
I remember it was like helps you get more out of life, right?
Yeah, funny.
Yes, they still make it. I know, right?
There you go.
And
hilarious.
Then his mom had one of those huge bottles of Jean Nate, because that was a thing. Like you could buy the gigantic bottles of Jean Nate Bath Splash.
Yeah.
Probably until she passed, but yeah, it was just in her bathroom.
It was always there.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. It's funny.
Kaboom was that paddle-controlled game. Wait, I lost my.
Roll up because this is what that is. Roll up. Catching bombs with buckets of water from the Mad Bomber.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Fun.
Bubblegum and grape lip gloss. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
The classics.
Case remember says, I either wore Love's Baby Soft or my mom would buy me some stinky Avon scent that made me smell like my Aunt Doris. Oh geez. Oh no.
Good old Avon.
My aunt liked Jean Nate.
Jean
Nate. Yeah. Let me do that chicken cross it. Wait.
Very much like Frogger.
Okay.
Hello.
Charlie.
That's another one. There's a thing for a minute.
Those commercials were great. The Charlie commercials.
Yeah, they're very well produced. They knew how to sell product.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Today, you would do this for the internet and would cost another $1 million. But at the time, that's what they did. That made that work.
Now they don't know what to do.
Well, you're probably right. But
in terms of trying to sell things, it's like things just catch on, and they catch on organically, which is amazing and how it should be. But
systems are
then like ad agencies are like, how do we
game this?
How do we game this? And it's like you don't, because things just catch on because they should.
And some of them are simply launching 100 things to see what catches on. If it does, away you go.
Exactly.
If you're one of those things and you don't catch, then there you are on the web of. So
the web of?
Yes, the web of that agency. And I got to think, like, look very carefully at your contract, because that's not where you want to be.
No.
Just a pawn in that game.
More of a captive audience before. Exactly. Yeah. You just like looked at TV and was like, oh, I should buy this. And people do.
3 networks.
People do. Yeah.
Now we have 3 million choices. 3 million choices.
Like, more
is
like
that
100 million?
There are people out there who would say, is that better? No. I'm like, well, limited choices are not a good thing. More choices means you can think about it. And I always think you should have the choice to.
I'm for more choice.
This is why we produce a Christmas collection every year, so you can listen to some good music for once, because out there it's like the same 10 songs.
Aunt Doris always smelled like a cross between peppermint and Tosca perfume.
Tosca. Oh.
She should have made her own scent.
You know, scents are very important. Scents and branding.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed with this because you can create your own scent. I don't know where you go to do that, but I know people do.
Scents, perfumes, colognes are very specific. Tuscamint. People get very wedded to a particular sort of combination. And the fact that, look, Chanel number 5 is still being sold. This is quite an old brand, but people are still going for it because that's it.
They do. It's
combination.
It's a nice scent. It's
nice
classic.
It's classic.
I don't personally want to wear it, but it's a nice scent and it's classic. Yeah. I think Marilyn wore it. Yeah. Tiffany. Cartier.
There you go. Chanel. Boom. These are fun things, and it's very specific. People get wedded to that. Aroma is extremely strong, so people will latch onto that and be like, "I need that."
And
thing.
She would light up a Winston smell. So cheesy.
Yeah, Winston. No threat to your teeth.
Winston.
You know, Lark. The Lark cigarette. You know, light, airy for you smokers. I'm thinking of.
I feel as though you were signaling me. Were you
signaling you for what?
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
More booze because I'm running. I'm out.
I know, me too.
You're running low.
We gotta get out those.
That's the only signal I can give you.
So, but we gotta bring this back to Lewis and Bethany.
Well, I guess that's what we're all talking about here. We're talking about like aromas and that kind of thing. You know that like Lewis wears a really heavy cologne and Bethany wears a classic.
I just had a wiki fandom Lewis and Bethany thought. It has been a long few weeks, and
it really has.
I cannot be completely responsible for my thoughts right now because I'm freaking tired, but
can't be responsible for our actions.
I'm thinking about a whole wiki fandom idea of Lewis and Bethany when they first met.
Long walks on the Brooklyn Promenade.
Coney Island.
Coney. That's an excellent thing.
Picking up dogs
Have
at
a couple
Nathan's.
of dogs at Coney. Riding the
Have
Wonder
a couple
Wheel.
of dogs at Nathan's.
Take some bitter stew, please.
Do you have a preference?
What do you got?
I have smoked chili, aromatic, lime, and Turkish tobacco.
I'll take the aromatic, please. I think that's the way to go. I've already had the tobacco, which worked really well.
All right. So if anyone is
Lewis's drink.
watching, so I'm thinking of Lewis and Bethany's backstory, which might have been in Chicago because
so the movie is set.
It's supposed to be in Chicago,
but they both sound like they're from Brooklyn, so who knows?
Yeah. All right. So people who are still here, Chicago.
Chicago, that toddling town. Anybody? I think that one has a feeling that the courtship was
Bueller.
Yeah. That was also set in Chicago, wasn't it?
John Hughes.
Yeah, because he was a Midwest guy.
All right.
He was always talking.
All right, I'm just gonna start freelancing. So Lewis and Bethany. I don't know as much about Chicago as I do about New York, but
truth.
I feel like maybe they met in Coney Island. Lewis and Bethany have been together since they were kids. Exactly. They have been together since they were kids.
Been there forever.
Yep.
And she's been a pain in the neck ever since.
She's not a pain in the neck. She's so sweet. She makes Jell-O mold. She wraps up everything. He just sits there going, "You're doing it wrong." Oh my God. They don't want a Jell-O mold. Just, no. She's a saint.
Uncle
Saint
Lewis.
Bethany. Saint Bethany.
Gotta be a saint to put up with Uncle Lewis.
Saint Bethany.
Lewis.
All right.
What else you got?
What you got?
What you got? I'm thinking of what else they would have gone through.
What you got?
I'm thinking of like long rides in the car to New Jersey.
I made it in a boardwalk when they were 17. Exactly. We are.
I think you're talking.
You're on the same page.
I think we're past Coney Island and we're into Atlantic City in that case. Oh, now we're talking. Let's go down there. And nothing wrong with Coney, which has a boardwalk, which is lovely. We were there like about a year ago when we were premiering our movie.
We're gonna 1 ounce riot.
Riot.
We're gonna 1 ounce riot.
Can I have a riot over here? Okay, now that's entertaining.
There's a riot going on. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a riot going on.
You give me an ounce?
Do you want an ounce?
Are you handing that to me or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna pour it in your drink, but
yep, we'll do that. Mm-hmm.
What you want? Okay. We're coming up with Lewis and Bethany's backstory.
Just figuring out where
they met on the boardwalk.
Wow, that's good stuff. I do really like that Rittenhouse a lot. It's a classic contemporary rye available at a very reasonable price, straight from Pennsylvania to you.
Okay.
One of the original sources of rye in the United States, so that's good to know. And there are actually a number of manufacturers who are doing rye in Pennsylvania these days.
I'm going to write this down.
Good to hear about that.
Moved to the Bronx after getting married. We are at Gettysburg, ma'am. It's like we have one thought. Okay.
We got this thing going on.
Of
course they did that.
Open a hot dog stand. It's as though we're all having one thought. Okay. I just have to make room for this.
They decided to try to compete with White Castle. Oh, but actually in New York at the time, there were hot dog vendors who were doing very specific things. Coney Island still has Nathan's. Classic. You can get great stuff there. And there are a number of vendors on the street selling Nathan's and their fries. Their fries are really kind of awesome.
Yeah, hold on.
Kind of a classic, I got to say. Nathan's has something going on. And their combination for their dogs is excellent.
You try to do a treat for people.
I know. Of course, on the street in New York, you have your choice of the Nathans or the Sabrettes. If Peter was still here, he'd be swearing by the Sabrettes. I kind of do too because they're excellent.
Sabrettes, man.
And you can still get that huge pack of them at the supermarket if you're trying to feed a party. And I have to credit somebody, a manufacturer, who will come up with a good multi-pack of party food.
What are we calling this, by the way?
What we're drinking?
Yeah.
Lewis and Bethany form an LLC. I don't know.
LLC. Lewis worked for Atlantic Gas, aka nitroglycerin plant. Bethany was a housewife.
I think that.
Here's the thought: could Ellen Waite survive the DMV? That just sounds like the sequel, Kalaka Boy.
I think that like she gets in there, and the DMV is where she never emerges alive.
Can't you get Nathan's frozen fries?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And if
you can.
If you heat them up in your oven with the appropriate temperature, they're probably pretty damn good. I gotta say. We're talking about like what is Lewis working at? I kind of feel he's working for
onion rings.
I kind of feel he's working for the TEL plant. Yeah, making leaded gas. What do you got? There you go. That's the thing. Because
I don't like this name, but we're gonna change it. But
yeah, well, we'll just like type, go.
I did one else try.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't like this name, but we're gonna change it.
Oh, I've been drinking it. I really should stop because you're about to put something else.
What else was in here?
What was bubbles?
And lemon?
No, I didn't know any of that. I've just been doing what we got.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. What would Lewis have been doing at the time? There were a number of burgeoning industries, as a matter of fact.
You know what?
Could have always been the recording industry.
Wait, chilled.
You never know.
I think that's it. We done?
They would have had simple drinks. Maybe bitters, maybe not. You could always add a little lemon. And you can always add some bitters because that's a good idea for a cocktail would have bitters. Are we done? Is it good? Is it good?
Well, I mean, I feel like if...
Yeah. And I'm also thinking, what
do we need bitters?
What? No, we don't need bitters. What else would Lewis have done for work?
All right, I have an idea.
At the time. Could have worked for the gas company. My grandfather did. But what would have been a
dash of cranberry bitters.
Radio.
A dash of cranberry bitters because it's Christmas.
Oh yeah, some cranberry. There you go.
A dash of cranberry bitters because it's
that makes all the difference.
I've officially lived in the Northeast too long. It's Christmas. Okay.
It's Christmas and roll in misery. That's Christmas vacation.
Dash of cranberry pears. I'm calling this getting by because I'm getting from this that Lewis and Bethany were just getting by.
There may be a better name. I don't know. We'll see where that leads. But this is actually very simple and very
nitroglycerin plant. I'm going to call it the nitroglycerin plant.
The nitroglycerin plant. I guess if you are working in explosives, there's such a thing as a nitroglycerin plant, but generally you want that in a safer form in order to use it if, in fact, you are using explosives.
I have named this drink.
For instance, construction purposes.
I have named this drink the nitroglycerin plant.
Well, he actually, refers to that, so that's highly appropriate. And there you go. Okay. There you go. So what?
That gotta get back. Hi, River City Handsome. Good to see you.
Hello. That's very good.
Working for the man, yeah.
We have 2 votes for Barbara.
Bethany became with child at 18, her first. I love this backstory. Like, we got to do this. If it has not been done, we got to do it. All right.
Amy says she's bitter enough. Possibly, but you never know. Door to door. That's highly appropriate too.
This was a boba.
It's funny. My grandmother's brother was a barber. He found that occupation early in the Depression when I think he figured, well, people will always need to get their hair cut. And he worked to the end of his life. So obviously he had the right idea. And it worked just fine for him, And his daughter actually ended up being a beautician too. That worked for her too.
Was that Janet?
Yes. Yeah. You do something that people need and you will work forever. Now, obviously, they spent their life on their feet.
Well, Bethany was a dancer and did tap as a child. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sunny you do.
AZ. You do. I'm envious.
Hey, River City.
Okay. Yep. I mean, yesterday was freaking balmy in New York. And it was I was like, am I in LA or New York?
Well, that's because it was in the 50s.
So I know.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But only during the day. Afterwards, it was super cold. So, but definitely.
After hours, when I got out of my sweaty dance class, and I'm like, oh, I'm freezing.
Yeah, because you stopped sweating.
No, I I was still sweating.
Nah, still sweating, but definitely. Bethany was a dancer because that's
a dancer and did tap as a child.
That's May Questel. She definitely did all of that. Man, like she was.
I'm so into her.
Renaissance person. She was doing all of these talents.
I'm so into her. Like, yeah. I remember, like, okay, so we're seeing Gypsy on Broadway, January.
This is correct.
First-ish week.
Speaking of Sing Out, Louise.
First-ish week in January, we're seeing Gypsy on Broadway. Yep. But I fell down a Gypsy Rose Lee rabbit hole maybe 10 years ago.
You don't say that sentence every day.
I don't. But, well, no, I don't say it every day, but it's my life every day. But why did we come up with this? Why did I say that?
I can't tell you.
We were talking about, May Questel. Mm-hmm. And, her past. It's like, it's so interesting to me. The whole, like, lowbrow showbiz thing is very interesting to me. Because it's just like the people, you've heard of the people who were, like, first tier. I'm like, what about the people who were, like,
fourth tier?
Fourth tier, because they were out there hustling and making a living. So yeah.
You did that 4 days at the Palace,
Yeah.
Make it work every like 30 minutes. New show. It's good. Yeah, this is Baba Shep. When men gather to chat, smoke stogies, and read the paper. Yeah. What are you going to read? You're going to read the Herald Tribune or the Post or the Sun. There was always a New York Sun. Yeah.
The Sun, because that is not a thing anymore. So
long gone. Long gone. New York City has, 3 papers left?
We have the Times, the Post,
and Post.
Newsday.
Newsday's Long Island. Yeah, Times.
But that's.
Wait a minute. Times, Post, Daily News. Don't forget the Daily News. We're talking about the Daily News. Yep, Daily News. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. And you also have the one that's salmon colored.
Isn't that like the Financial Times?
FT is from the UK and is salmon colored, but I'm thinking about New York paper that's salmon colored. Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it's still going.
I miss my bad boy updates.
Oh, seriously? Well, that sounds like sounds like a different paper, as a matter of fact. What am I thinking of? Not the Examiner. I used to see this stuff in the dump bin at the train station every day. And that is long gone, so I have no idea. You're left with the Times. Oh, the Wall Street Journal. Hello. Very important.
That was not salmon colored.
No, it is not. It's just regular black and white.
Hold on. Okay. You might have found it. Wall Street Journal, Newsday, New York Times, Metro New York.
Oh, shut up.
Go away.
There we go.
In New York.
Buffalo. What?
I don't think that.
No, I'm talking about it. What is that paper? It's where Sex and the City, the column first started its life.
Oh,
yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
I'm totally spacing this. This is terrible.
Is that still a thing, though?
Well, it was about 30 years ago. I don't know now. But I totally forgot about the Journal, which is very important. And the fact is they're all actually published by the same master publisher. So there you go.
The Observer.
Observer is still around as far as I know. Yeah.
Is it, though? Let's click on it.
Well, that's as far as I know. So I don't know if it is or isn't, but it's
in 2016, it ceased print publication and became the online-only newspaper Observer.
Okay. That's why we might not have.
That's why you're not finding copies around the city.
Yeah. Well, I don't see them in the train station.
That was 2016, so it was like 8 years ago. So, okay.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
White Plains Journal.
White Plains.
Just
now we're talking. I was thinking of the Observer.
I do think this is funny, though.
There was a period where New York City had something like 8 newspapers. They're all gone. There's like 3 left, for Pete's sake.
was barber shop was the spot where men gathered to chat and smoke stogies and read the paper. So there's a place in Rockefeller Center where guys still go down to get their shoes shined.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I swear this is sort of a tourist attraction, watching these bros get their shoes shined.
I should go in there sometime. I have 2 or 3 pair that need shining.
Well, tell me before you do, so I can get my phone ready.
There'll be a better shine than I will give it, although I'm pretty good with the shine.
White Plains Journal. Bethany loved the finer things that they couldn't always afford, but she somehow always wore a fur stole and had an eclectic brooch collection that she cherished. She was wearing so many necklaces in the photos. I was looking at them like,
it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Because when I was young,
I love her so much.
When I was young,
I love her so much.
When I was young, there was a cedar trunk in the house, and it had my grandmother's fur collection.
Oh no!
And the fur collection was sort of things that my grandfather shot. It was like there was one that was fox. I think it was like 4 or 5 fox making a stole, and they're like the head of the fox. They didn't have googly eyes or anything. It was like, wow, it's pretty amazing. I think they went by the wayside, which is probably too bad.
No.
But
they were offered to your sister because his mom was like, oh, do you want these? And it was like all these like heads of foxes.
Dead fur.
I did not anticipate that reaction from myself, but I was like, no,
really?
Get that out of my face. It was completely scary.
Really pretty amazing.
And I honestly, I respect your relatives, but at the same time, I was like, get that out of my face. Yeah, it was.
Well,
creepy.
People at the time did what they did
creepy
because it was what you needed to do.
I know. It was a different time. But at the same time, I was like, get that away from me right now.
You were not crazy about that.
Yeah, no, I was not.
I understand. But
I'm server is the bring guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Hot man getting hot shoes shined by hot man. What?
Hello?
I used to buy advertising in newspapers in NYC. Amy, that's why you're a star.
Hello.
Amy, you are a full-on star, so yeah.
You're working this thing pretty hard. I'm just saying. That boy. I think we got that. Yep. Yeah. Fur is a very specific thing, which is extremely problematic. We know people who are really happy with it, and I think, okay, go do your thing. And then everybody else thinks, I love the look, but I don't really love the animal aspect. So you can get fake fur very easily. It does its job. Fur. It will probably keep you pretty warm, and that's very important. Fox, not fox.
Used to. Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, right. But these days, you can actually fake it pretty effectively if you care to. And the fact something that looks like fur will keep you pretty warm. So, hey.
Something that looks like fur will keep you pretty warm.
Fur itself may or may not. I don't know. I don't use actual animal skins. So,
I just love the idea of something that looks like fur will probably keep you pretty warm.
Air quotes.
Write that down.
Air quotes.
Something. Hold on. Something. This feels very philosophical to me.
Well, perhaps that's all part of the the larger whole is that we're talking about furs and non-furs and etc. Meat and non-meat. That's a whole subject of its own, yes. Because that's a subject that could go on for a really long time.
Something
as a matter
that looks
of fact.
like fur will probably keep you pretty warm.
Okay. Yeah, good. Rubber for stools.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Krampus costume. Is it that time?
It might be. We're pretty close to.
All right.
Well, folks, this is a good couple of hours with you on a Wednesday.
So, just a little housekeeping. We're not probably going live on Christmas night next week.
Because Christmas night is actually Wednesday.
We could change our minds. We could change our minds.
I don't know.
But
we would need more equipment than we're going to bring.
But I'm thinking that it's probably not going to happen next week. But New Year's Eve will be the following week, and we will be counting down.
We're going to be here.
Ball drop.
Ball drop. You know the ball drop from here. That happened 24 times last year.
Get it from Ramses. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Ball drop. All right. Casey, hi. Good to see you.
Hey,
Merry Christmas. All right.
Excellent.
So,
hey, Casey, you got the collection? You got the Christmas collection? Just ask.
Anyone who did not get a collection of
Christmas music from us.
Please. Yes.
Let us know. I got about 3 emails that I did not have before. I'm very happy to get that to you because we work hard on this thing. You materially helped with this collection this year. And we put it together, and you should enjoy it, for Pete's sake. I love it. That's good.
Yes. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yep. We will not see you next week. But New Year's Eve. Right here.
Oh, Casey got it. It's fab. Awesome. Anyone who did not get it, you will also think it is fab.
David, hello. Yep. I'm glad you dropped by.
Yep. Well, it's a long.
It's a long. We gotta skip Christmas.
It's a long marathon to get yourself to Christmas, and we've been working.
I need Christmas off. I'm not gonna lie. I need it.
We're working like nut jobs over here. We did so many things. Recently, it's just a lot of side hustle.
I need to just be able to fall asleep on the sofa under my blankie on Christmas.
Blankie and pillow.
Please. That's what I need for Christmas.
I would love to go live for like 10 minutes on Christmas, but we're going to be in a different location, and we're going to have to bring so much stuff. I know. Probably not going to happen.
Nope.
But we can always just drop a few pointed email things up on the usual locations. And say hi, because we love you. But we have seen you for 2 hours on a Wednesday. This is our last broadcast before the big day. Then comes the big day. Do. But it's awesome because, look, you're going to have a great time. We've prepped you for this. And actually, you have your friends, you have your family. That's awesome. As always, remember that we're here with you because we have patrons. Have you subscribed on patreon.com? Check it out. We have subscribers. We have people who actually buy product. I promoted that earlier in this broadcast.
That's pretty cool.
Oh. And probably not, Eric. I think he's going to bring you something fun.
We will be here New Year's Eve.
Don't worry. And we bring you the entertainment and fun stuff happens. As always, remember, Christmas is 1 week away. 1 week again today. Whoa! Boy. New Year's is 2 weeks away.
Oh boy!
We'll see you in 2 weeks. We'll see you if you want to message us on Christmas. We'll respond.
Merry Christmas if you celebrate.
Merry happy.
If you don't, we're just sending you love.
Remember that Hanukkah happens on the 26th, and so does Kwanzaa. And whatever the heck you're doing. That's fun. It's all legit. We're going to be in very cold locations, probably going to places where they serve very warm drinks. I hope the same for you. If you need any ideas, send us information. We'll respond to you. As always, remember, wherever you go and whatever you do, we will see you soon.
Good night.